Now at this point, these are meat. I told you your meat must be very dry and cold. Like you have to make it cool. So it's time to fill in our small bags. So you don't put a lot, but it depends with the size of your bag. So hi guys, hoping that God has kept you well. Tamara's family here, and we are back like we never left. So it's me here, your girl Tabby, and we're in Tabby's kitchen. Like, yes. So thank you so much for your continued support, and even for watching our videos, liking our videos, and even sharing with your friends. We really appreciate you for your love, and we love you back. So today in Tabby's kitchen, I have a surprise for you, and so many people has come to my DM to ask me about vitu kama samosa, if I can be able to do them. And guess what? Today that is what we are doing. So I request you to follow me, to walk with me as we cook until to the end. So thank you guys, and let's do it. So guys, I want to introduce my ingredients first. So we have the minced meat, which is ready, like you can eat it. I pre-boiled it. Then we have the chili here, and then lemons for garnishing, and then we have the cubes for spicing. These are the coriander or dhanias. We have the onions. We have salt, like a pinch, a salt to taste, and then we have the flour, and also we have the oil, because we can't cook the samosa without some oil. Yeah, that's it. So on our first step, we're going to preheat our pan. We preheat our pan, then we're going to add our oil, and it depends with the amount of minced meat you have. Yeah, so we wait for the oil to preheat. So after that, we're going to add our minced meat. Then using our wooden stick, we're just going to stir it like this. And remember, you don't add a lot of oil. Ni kidogo tu to avoid the meat sticking in the sufuria or the pan you're using. So at this point, you can add your salt, like a pinch, just a pinch salt to taste, like that. And then I said I had pre-cooked my meat, so it's kind of ready. We're just going to leave it at a low heat for a few minutes. So in the meantime, so as we wait for the meat, we are going to be cutting the onions. So the onions, you have to chop them, you have to finely chop them. Yes, tudogo, not the big pieces like this. So at this point, you're going to add our spices, and I said I'm using Royco cubes. There's no need of a lot of spices, so that's enough. then you stir it for some few minutes like this. And now at this point, we're going to add our onions. And you let them cook. You can add as many onions as you want, depending with your meat, the quantity of your meat. So I think mine is enough. So we are going to leave it for a few minutes. And remember, we are cooking under low heat. Yes. So as it is cooking, we have to add all our ingredients at this point. So I'm going to cut my chili. Hey, you have to put. See, not everybody who loves chili. You can. This is optional. Yes, this is optional. But for us, we have to put because we all consume this. So I think this is enough for us. And I said it's optional. Yes, that is enough. Yeah. And we have the coriander, dania. So in French, they are called danias. So these ones are so good. They enhance taste, and then they give the samosas a good color. They are good for garnishing. Okay, we didn't get the red chili in the market, so we will be missing one color in our samosa, the red color, but still okay. You have to make them like finely chopped. Yes, you don't want to have like big pieces when you're eating your samosa. My knife is not that sharp, so you just bear with me. Guys, you see our meat is turning. Yes. So we have to make this meat so soft, because when we start deep frying, it will not take long in the oil. So it will take very less time. So you have to make sure that your minced meat is dry. You see, so ndio isingie kwa unga. So you have to make it very dry. At this point we add the danias. So, and that's all for our meat. And we'll just stir it. The pilipili is hot. So guys, the reason why you don't add a lot of oil is because you are going to use dough, and you don't want your meat itoke kwa ngozi. You want it to remain intact in the dough after we make it. So you have to use less oil. I mean, you have to make it as dry as possible. Yeah, so we're just going to leave it for like 4-5 minutes to dry and to mix well with the danias and onions. So do you like it, guys? If you do, you can comment down below. because I know we are moving together, right?
5 minutes later.
We come back to our meat because this is all taste. This is what makes a samosa, and I feel it's ready. So what you're going to do, you're just going to transfer it from here to a basin or maybe a plate so that we can leave it to cool, because you can't use it when it's hot. You have to make sure that it's cool. So see, you can see it doesn't have any water, like it's so dry, imeachana kamoja kamoja, and we have retained the dania color, and the onions, there's nothing that has overcooked. So yeah, it's ready. Allow me to just transfer it. So my family, what we want to do now is to make our dough, duff or dough, whichever. And okay, it depends with the amount of what samosas you want to cook. So for us, for my recipe, I'm going to use 1 cup, which is equivalent to 250 grams. So right now I'm using a half cup, so I have to add like 2 so that it can be 250 grams. So that is 1 cup. That is what I'm going to use, and then I will use like the normal water bila kitu ingine. So you can opt to use warm water or cold water. So I'll just add a little at the center, then I'll add a little salt to make it tasty, like that. And at this point I'm just going to use my fork, then I mix them together like this. So you have to be very careful when you're adding your water, so that you don't make a lot of dough that will go to waste. So that's it. I think that is enough. So from here you can add the flour until you make a dough like this. And at this point I feel like I can use my hands so that I can feel the texture. So I know some people say that cooking samosas is very hard, but I feel if you know the recipe offhand, it's very easy to cook the samosas. But if you don't know, everything is hard. But the moment you follow a recipe, it becomes very easy, and you can have samosas even for dinner, breakfast, as a snack. Yeah. So you have to make sure that your dough is not sticking in your hands. So now this is what we have. You see, it's not sticking. It's not sticky. So at this point, we're just going to cut this flour. You just make a ball like this. Yes, like this. And then we're going to cut it into 4 even pieces. 4. Like this. Like that. So out of these balls, out of these 4 quarters, these quarters, we're going to come up with other 4 balls. So this is how you make a ball. That is our small roti, like that. You can add a little flour in case it's sticking. So, and finally we have our 4 good balls. So at this point we are going to sprinkle some flour here. We want to make like chapatis, but now thin. They have to be thin. It's our time to roll the flour now, and now you have to roll like small rounds so that you can have like even or same or uniform chapatis like this, small ones. Then you'll add oil here on top like this on one side. Now this is where the magic comes in, like this. Then we get to the second ball. So we have to make sure like it's fitting kwa hiyo ingine, like this. So I think it's the same size. So we put it here on top of this one, like this. Now zinatoshana. You have to make them like be even na zitoshane hivyo. Then on this one you add more oil. Then you spread it like this. So for the reason why we are adding this oil, it's to make sure that it will not stick to the other, and then it will make our work easier when we are rolling. So we take our third ball, we do the same. And there's something I forgot to tell you. I feel and I think it's good to have like more of these balls, because unaweza kuwa unaenda kutengeneza and then ingine iharibike. At least you have a replacement. So make sure you have like 2 or 3 extra. So guys, finally we have our 4 pieces balls. We are done. So we have to roll now again like this. So you have to be very careful here. And then you can still add some flour beneath, like that. So you see, the reason why I was telling you it's good to have like extra. Now this one is smaller, so you have to replace it with another one. Yeah. So now at this point you have to make sure that your pan is heating. So at this point we heat our pan. So our pan is heating. So in the meantime you're going to cut this. Yes, just wait and see. Keep watching, keep watching. Don't mind the shape, because I'm going to show you how you maintain the shape. I'm sorry. So after this, you get a round pan, a round plate. So guys, at this point we want to make our unga to be round. So I'm just going to use my round cup lid. You can use whatever you have in the kitchen which is round, and yenye ni kubwa unaweza tengeneza good samosa, good shapes. So after this, so this is how you do it. You can cut from here this is what you are going to cook. So guys, wait and see. You take your paste, and then you don't have to wait for the pan to like heat so much, because you just want ive kidogo iachane so that it can be firm. So when you're adding your minced meat, it will be a bit firm, so itakuwa kama ka basket, right? So our first side is ready. You don't have to wait for it to cook like chapati. I said we just want it like firm. And now you come here. Hey, hapa you have to be very careful. So, or we can just wait for it to rest kidogo, and then we remove. So you have to be very careful when you're removing this. So, like this. Yes. Oh, it's getting burnt. So now we have our 4 covers. I think I should call them covers. So you don't have to wait for them to cook like chapatis. We just want it to be firm. And ours is ready. So that is what we have. So guys, it's our time to cut this into small pieces, into 4. You have to make sure that you cut 4 equal parts. In case you have a ruler, that's the best thing you can use. So for me, in fact, this is the best way to cut. In case you don't have a ruler, you can just do this. You can do my way. Yeah. So after this, we're going to do this again. Okay, our samosas are very tiny. Lakini hatuuzi, we are eating. So, and now we have like 16 pieces. Yeah. So I feel we have extras. So in case one imeharibika, we can always replace it. So hey guys, now this is the best part, and you have to be very keen here. The way you hold, this is how you do it. You bring your first half here like this, and then you bring the other one, and you make sure like hapa you don't have a gap, because if you leave something like an air here, kashimo kanaingiza hewa, then the water, the oil, itaingia huko ndani, and your samosa will be soggy, right? So this is how you can even put some butter here ndio kashikane vizuri, and then you put it, you have to make it like ishikane kabisa here like this. Yeah, like that. You see, we don't have a gap here, so our meat will be safe inside, and that's it. So we'll have to make like, yes, we have to make more of this. Nice. Now at this point, this is our meat. I told you your meat must be very dry and cold. Like, you have to make it cool. So it's time to fill in our small bags. So you don't put a lot, but it depends with the size of your bag. Yeah, so you tuck in like this. Make sure like this side hazina holes. the meat should be very safe inside, like this. Our samosas are very tiny, so this is how you fill it, and you don't add a lot of this. Kadogo tu katafanya ishike, like this. Make sure you tuck in well, like that, like this, and then we have our first samosa, like that. Kama inataka kumisbehave, but now it's okay. Yes, so you're just going to put them here. So, and you can even prepare like this, and then you just put them in your fridge. You be removing like 2, you cook in the morning for breakfast. Like you can make as many as you can. Yeah, you can put them, it can have a shelf life of 1 week. And you have to be very careful when you're adding your meat, because this is very soft. It's not like so hard. So usiweke eti mingi tena sana, just put enough yenye haita kusumbua ku tuck in. That's it, guys. So you can even put them in your fridge the way they are. You just put them on a clean paper or a dish. So you can be picking 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and now they are ready to be deep fried. Yeah? So guys, at this point, this is what you're going to use as our liner. It's a grease-proof paper. This one, it absorbs the oil, so the samosas will not be soggy. So here, it will drain off the oil. Yeah, it will relax to kieka our samosas. At this point, so this the sufuria I use to deep fry my tumandazi, samosas and stuff. So you have to preheat your oil and let it be very, very hot. And how do you test whether your oil is hot? I know there are so many ways, but I'll show you my way. So ensure that your wooden stick is very dry, like haina maji, and then you just come in here, you dip it. So our oil is not hot yet. Yes, we give it some time.
5 minutes later.
So we get back again and check. Our oil is hot. It's ready. So that is how I test my oil whether it's ready. And now, guys, it's about to get down. This is how you dip, like that. You can have 2 or 3. Yes. You give it some time until it's golden brown. So you can turn it like this so that it can be well cooked. Ooh, our samosas are getting ready. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Look at that, guys. And imagine this oil, you can still use it again. Can you see how clean the oil is? So our first samosas are ready. So within 2 minutes the samosas are ready. You have to make sure that you drain the oil like completely. Yeah. So our first bunch is ready. Hey guys, hey, I'm already celebrating. So we get. So guys, we have come to the end of our video, and at this point I want to present my samosas. I just want to show you how you're supposed to serve your samosas. So they are best served with not onions, with lemons, and you can opt to cut your lemon into halves or like 4 pieces. So you just put it here, and then it depends with how many samosas you want to take. You can have 1, 2, yeah, like that. I don't know whether this will be enough, but you can have as many lemons depending with your taste, like this. Yeah, and that is how you serve it. So you can opt to use your fork, right? So that's it, and I think we should taste one so that you can even see how it looks from this side. Hey, my hands are clean. So guys, are you ready? I can use the small one, but it's hot, so I'm just going to cut using my hands like this. So I want to use my lemon. This is how you do it. Oh god, sorry. You squeeze the water here, and then you have a bite. So sweet. If you're not here, so thank you so much, and keep watching our videos, keep supporting us by liking our videos. Like, usitoke kama huja to like a video or kama huja comment. So God bless you so much until we meet in the next video. God bless you, and remember to subscribe on this side. Is it this side or this side? This side. Remember to subscribe and leave a comment down below. So until we meet in the next video, God bless you and bye bye.